cool.
So I kept on thinking that I was not good enough, and I kept on pushing harder and harder. Hustled more, burned out faster, but then I learned I didn't need to do more. I needed to align more, and that's when everything started changing. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome and welcome. My name is Melissa, and today's video is just basically about stop forcing and start flowing. Choose alignment over hustle. And without wasting any more time, let's get into today's video. We actually sadly live in a world that glorifies hustle. But what if your breakthrough isn't about doing more, but in doing what's aligned? What if? Have you ever asked yourself that? And if you haven't, I'm glad you came across this video. This video is actually your permission to actually stop forcing and start flowing. If you've been working hard and feeling like you're stuck, this video is definitely for you. Let's actually talk about the real reason why the hustle culture is actually burning you out. So we as human beings, we've been conditioned to equate your worth with your output. Hustling can keep you busy, but not necessarily aligned. Because I know you guys have met people who have hustled their whole life, and every time you meet them, there's nothing new in their life. Actually, it's like they're just always in the same place. So hustling might keep you busy, but it might also keep you unaligned. It might also not necessarily align you with what is actually yours. Forcing outcomes often leads to burnout and not success. Now you actually know where your burnout comes from. Forcing outcomes often leads to burnout and not success. You can be productive and still be completely out of alignment. Hustle without alignment is just noise. It's just noise. And I guess at this point you're actually asking yourself, what does she mean by alignment? This is what I mean by alignment. Alignment equals acting from inner clarity and not pressure. When you're aligned, your energy attracts more than your effort ever will. I'll say that again. When you're in alignment, your energy attracts more than your effort ever will. It's all energy, remember. Being in flow actually means your actions actually feel expansive and not draining. For example, saying yes to what feels light and not what just feels logical. The second thing is choosing rest over guilt. Most of us, when we choose to rest, we're like, oh, we'll be wasting our days. No, at times a lot happens when you're actually resting. The third is letting things come to you when you actually know you've done your part. If you've done your part, the universe, God, your divine team have no choice but to meet you halfway there. Let things come to you once you've done your part. 3 steps to help you shift from the hustle mindset to the flow mindset. First step is checking with your body and your intuition. Does this feel heavy or light? Ask yourself. Is this expansive or constructing? Ask yourself. Always ask yourself the hard questions when it comes to people who you allow around you or in your energy, or who you even give your time to. Yeah. Number 2, set aligned, intentional and not rigid expectations. Set aligned, intentional and not rigid expectations. Focus on how you want to feel, not just what you want to get. The third and the last step is what I had even shared on my previous video: detach from timelines. Detach from timelines. Detach from timelines. If you've been watching and following my channel, you know I have said this before. Detach from timelines. Letting go of control doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting in divine timing. Like I said, do your part and let go of the rest, because the universe and your divine team and God will have no other choice than to meet you in the middle. Period. Sad truth, disclaimer. You don't actually manifest the life you want by grinding yourself into exhaustion. You manifest it by becoming a match of it. You manifest that life by becoming a match of it. And many people do manifestation wrongly. You don't. Yeah, manifesting is picturing what you want, setting the intention, but the only way it can make it its way to you is by you aligning with the frequency that what you already want is vibrating in. So no amount of spell work, no amount of manifestation and affirmations are going to help you attract what is actually meant for you if you're not aligned. So as you manifest, make sure you're doing it the right way. True manifestation only happens if you align with what you want, not if you work yourself to exhaustion to get what you want. That's the trick. Become a match for what you want energetically. It's all energy. It's all energy. Become it emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Let the hustle be the spark, not the whole strategy. Not the whole strategy. Let it just be the spark. Flow is sustainable. Alignment is magnetic. Once you align, even the things you want have no choice but to make their way to you, because you're on the same path as them. So you have no option, both of you, but to meet in the middle. So if you're manifesting but you think adding 20 more affirmations to the 10 that you've been doing will bring manifestations, you're wrong. Align with whatever it is that you want. Work on it energetically. Pray about it, because everything happens in the spiritual realm before it happens in the physical realm. I choose flow over force. Comment down below. Anyway guys, if you've watched it this far, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I hope this video helped you, and I wish you all the best. Have an amazing week ahead, and I love you guys. Happy Wednesday. See you when you see me. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I love you so much. Your support goes a long way. And